I started cooking when I was about the age of 8. What created the possibility? I think it was basically just the drive, the passion that I had within myself, and more just immersing myself in the craft and teaching myself. Can I say there was a possibility? I would say maybe the competitions that I've entered in the past, where I won Best Amateur Chef. That was in Master Cook Zambia, and that helped to catapult my career, so to speak. A lot of things contributed to it. The interest itself just came from a young age. I started cooking when I was about the age of 8. So I used to do a lot of cooking at home with my family, my sisters, and the maids as well. Actually, one of our first maids was actually a very good cook. My mom taught her, and I also started to learn a lot from her. So you could actually say a lot of the inspiration comes from the people that I have grown up with or around me. And I did also get quite a bit of interest as well, traveling, because I did a bit of travel with my parents growing up. So we would go to different cities, and just experiencing the culture, the food cultures, is what sparked my interest quite a bit. Most recently COVID. That's actually been quite the downer for the most part. I had a lot of things lined up for myself, but had to put a lot of things on pause because of it. And it's been a bit discouraging as well, not being able to do what I always do at the capacity that I thought I'd be doing it today. But I just have to persevere, right? You just have to keep going. The opportunities, let me just say, the support from my parents. I believe that actually did help me start this journey as a chef. A lot of it because when you get that validation from people who believe in you, you also start to believe in yourself. So that really helped me start my career and take it to the next level. And I would also say even the people I've worked with, my colleagues, I'd also shout it out to Chef Kat. He actually helped me realize my potential and be confident in my craft. And yeah, that's basically the opportunities. It's the people that have been around me, encouraging me. How does it feel? It feels normal. um, I don't want to say I feel accomplished because there's still so much I want to do, but it definitely feels good, you know. There's not a lot of female chefs in Zambia who are doing what I'm doing, and it would be nice to see more of that. So it feels good every now and then when I bump into someone who feels inspired by what I do, and it helps me know that I'm doing something good. Yeah. There's a lot of negative feedback every now and then. I've had opportunities to work in certain establishments, but people basically refuse to work with me because I am a woman. It's been a bit discouraging before in the past, but it's actually fueled me even more to want to do what I do and even defy the odds because it's actually quite a male-dominated industry, the culinary industry, and there's very little room to shine as a woman because a lot of the time the men get the attention and the applause. But in terms of how I deal with that, I just think of just focusing my mind onto what's important and thinking about where I can be if I just continue on the path that I'm on. That is actually very hard because, I work quite a lot because normal working hours for people is, or let me just say when people are actually resting, that's the time that most chefs would actually be working. Weekends and holidays are very busy days. So when you want to actually relax, you have to take the time off your calendar, your schedule to just get some me time in there. It's just a matter of finding that juxtaposition of work and relaxation, and making sure that you also put some time for yourself and for your family, for your friends and hobbies. But yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act, but you just have to find a way to get through that. Yeah. I would say just go for it. Don't wait like me. I waited a while for me to actually pursue what I was passionate about. If you know from an early age that this is what you want to do, go for it. If you're a young kid, definitely go into your passion and just dive for it. It's still quite a difficult career path today, especially in our country, because it's seen as not one of those high paying jobs, because we don't really have a culinary institute either. So you kind of have to go out of the country to get that experience and get the knowledge that is needed. But I would definitely encourage you, and even parents out there, if your child is passionate about cooking, don't sleep on it, because people actually do really well, and they do very well for themselves in this career. So I would just say go for it. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you're 15, you're 18, you're 20, you're 35, you're 40. If that's what you want to do it by all means. I would say God, definitely. My faith, and just having that solid value, that thing in you that just says, you know what, there's more to come, and believing in myself as well. I mean, there's definitely times where I've just thought, no, let me quit. This is too much work. It's too much. I can't do this for myself. But my my support system is very strong. My family, the people I have behind me, everyone is supporting me and rooting for me, and that's what keeps me going. And just my drive overall. I'm quite a driven person. Like when I put my mind to something, I do it. I get it done. So yeah, just staying focused, and having the end goal in view is also important. So yeah.